Alright, everybody. Welcome back to the Coughing Cantaloupe and Oxygen Not Included. We were on cycle 10. I'm going to go ahead and jump right back into it and hopefully remember where we picked off. Ended off? Pick up where we left off? Something like that. Sure. Let's see here. Let's get us rolling again. Oh, we were at 3x. Okay. So it's sleep time. We're good on food. Stress is a little rough. Oh. Yeah, stress is going to go up too. I think breathability is pretty rough right now, but the oxygen's going. He's working over there. Probably turn my audio up just a little bit. All right. I don't remember what projects we were working on. We were trying to get the aquifer squared away. And, oh, that's right. We're trying to dig our terrible tunnel up to space, which I really don't think that is the most efficient direction to go with that, but we will do what we got to do. And go ahead and tear that open. I suppose we could, I guess, come over here and come straight up. I don't know. We'll see here soon. Once we make it that far. They sound very quiet. I'm not used to that with my dupes. And I always end up giving them these goofy little side projects that don't really benefit anything. They just take up more of their time, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but I do. So, sue me. Oh, we can research more. What did we research? Oh, we didn't research any of that. Okay. I remember we got that. Colony development, we could get the next level of research. Medical liquids, we're going to need all of this for the aquifer. Now we're going to need this down here, so we probably need to get that second research station going, but I don't have somebody trained in it. But at least we can do this, get it researched and get it built, and then we will have it there for when we are ready, I suppose. Oh, that's right. I forgot we had the natural gas guys are over there. Okay, this is good. We got plenty of algae in here, so we should be able to run, yeah, tons of algae right here. That's good. We're going to use all this anyways, so all the way up until we get to this chlorine gas. Not a fan of trying to get over to this with all the gas that's in here. Actually, all the gas that's all the way around here. And there's hydrogen gas up there, and oof. This is just carbon dioxide. That's not that bad. That uranium's going to be nice. And, alright, should be good. At least for, ooh. There's a mess down there. Oh, some grub fruit. Those are really good, and I need the thimble reed for making Atmos suits later. I don't know if that's the most efficient use for them, but that's the only thing I really know to use them for. So at least the breathability is good. It's weird though because the breathability changes based on where they're at in the complex. It's not like in one specific spot. And I really want to give them more projects, but we just don't have enough people. And I don't want to have more people because then what we're going to end up doing, we get a crafting station. I don't think I've ever used that. What you'll end up doing is obviously burning through your resources faster. Your food, your O2 that's already been produced, the algae that you've got to make it. You've got more of them to kind of do the work, but it doesn't actually help that much unless you've got a good plan for it. And I'm very, very bad at planning in this game, so y'all will have to bear with me. I really feel like we could probably go 2, 3, 4 down to here maybe. Oh, but this is going to open up this. I think that's why I decided not to do it last time and just stuck with this. Even though this can technically get down 2 more rungs pretty easily, and usually I would have this stacked I don't know if I'm going to bother to do that with this playthrough, but I do think, there's Dutch banging around over there. I am going to open this up just so that there's more of a reservoir for oxygen to get pumped around. And then we're eventually going to replace all this anyways with the mesh tile. So I think it's the mesh tile. I'm going to leave a spot there so that we can throw a switch in the middle. And then we can run our wire through the switch to the next unit. That way I can stage them and take them offline if I don't need them. Not that I really think that's that big of a concern. You could probably just do the one switch at the beginning like I did, but it's just force of habit for me at this point. And they tore that open. Or the sand fell apart. That would do it. So more than likely, she's about to get stuck up there because she's an idiot. Yep. And so we're going to have to go ahead and build this for now so that she has a way off. Because otherwise she's going to get stuck. And that's just not great. Alright, so they're done here. I'm going to go ahead and have them scheduled to start this so we can have the bathroom squared away and we can at least pump water out. We won't be able to purify it if it's, if it gets, what's the word I'm looking for? Polluted. There we go. Down here at the bottom, but it is something. And that's another achievement in the game, is having the bathrooms and the sinks and all of that nonsense. So, oh, he can't sleep because of the shine nymph. Those are great if you have the skill to move them around, which most of the time I don't get until later. So, vomiter, ugly crier. See, now that's pretty good. It's a good builder. It's an ugly crier, so it's not really something much to worry about there, but good machinery and good drug resistance. See, that might be worth it. So if we go ahead and grab her, and then I set her to B shift, that way we've got... Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. So here comes my achievements again. We constructed a building. I don't really know where they differentiate the biomes, but we're going to give her her point in construction. Give her little hat. Oh, she just collapsed over there because we don't have a... I gotta get her a bed. Oof. Alright, let's do... This is not a good spot for this, but that's alright. We'll just throw it right here for right now. Later on, when you actually start caring about the room overlays, they have a private bedroom, luxury barracks, and barracks. I usually just end up with the barracks because these all take... like comfy beds. Comfy bed requires plastic. Plastic takes a lot of work to get there. I don't know if I've ever actually created plastic in one of my playthroughs of this game. So, it's on the list. We hope. Kinda, sorta. And who are we? Oh, they're up there researching. That's why. Okay, fair enough. 33,000 calories of food. So we're good there, at least for a little while. And I need to upgrade the super hard digging so that we have that. What you getting into, Moose? Yeah, you want to come say hi? Hello. Hello. No, that doesn't mean play the game, big guy. When he was a puppy, my kids loved him, and now that he's big as a house, no one wants anything to do with him, so he's always next to me. And here I go adding more projects for this team for no particular reason other than at some point we're going to need these resources. So let's go ahead and do that. It sounds like Raylan's having fun outside. I'm trying a new angle right now for this, just with the dual monitor now instead of just leaving it, so we'll see how I like it. And that's tough because I got to figure out where I want to put my pump. If we put it here, which would make sense because it would be the shortest distance, I'm going to need it to come out so I can eventually hit a filter. We're going to need something to eventually dribble it in from wherever. Oh, we're going to put the bathroom over there, so might as well set this here, I guess. This is all going to have to come out now. which is fine because we're going to need that space, but it is kind of a pain in the neck. All right, so there's the lavatory and there's the shower. So if we know we're going to do, we could do 4 a shift. 3, 4, and then we'll put a door right in the middle. Oh, we have our mesh tile too. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to run out of metal doing this, but it's kind of a neat way to be able to go about doing it. So they're going to start working on that. I don't have enough metal for any of that now, and that's fine. Looks like we got quite a bit of metal deposits around here. Raylan disagrees. He disagrees with me. I'm going to go ahead and put my stops here, so at least we know. I hope I don't crack that seal. We don't need any of that gas seeping out. It's probably not the smartest play, but that's okay. And then you would be over. Oh, I can't put you there, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would be there. Oh, and I don't want to touch that. I'll do that one and that one, and we're just gonna run it up one side here because I don't want to breach this and get that chlorine gas snooping around. Oh, there's my sink. So we're gonna take all of these out. We'll replace them with lavatories. We'll get the water pumped up from the aquifer into them. We'll put a sink up here. We'll cut this all off as a separate room. And then I probably don't need this. And probably don't need that. They're already making that, so it's fine. We'll just do some more over here. We ran out of metal. It's going to happen. It's fine. It's going to be even worse once we get to making the fancier. Where are they? What are they called? Oh, we do need this. Might as well have them start that and then do the basic one, the research station for that, the novice research. Where is power? Power. Why is this so zoomed in? There we go. This one, the conductive wire. So this is the stronger wire that you can use. It's not the heavy watt that's over here. This can actually still be run through the floors and the walls, just like the regular wire. It's just more powerful or capable of holding more current, more wattage. This one is basically this, except I don't think you need refined metal to use it, and it cannot be put through floors and walls. So I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe that is correct. And it's kind of a pain in the ass because once you start putting all of this stuff around here, it becomes very, very complex to try to keep it clean. And like the wire is fine right now because I literally, like, if you can go to the overlay and look, I have just one lane, right? But if I wanted to then run, say, my research stuff off of just this and then do a separate, power cell or power room, then I would have to make a disconnect here, or do some funky stuff with switches. And then once you start running different subsystems, then you have to start using the bridges to kind of leap over, and then it can be kind of a pain in the neck. More so, maybe not with the wire, but with like the plumbing. So like right here, you can see I've got a pipe that's run all the way to this vent. They call it a liquid vent. It's basically a drain. You just vents the water out to right here, and then once we have all of this in, it'll drip right through and just collect in the aquifer. And then we'll do a filter pipe here. The filter's got its own pipe that comes off to goes to a separate spot. This will run up to the purifier, and then it'll run up and supply fresh water to the different units, which we can go ahead and so this is the out. I don't know why it's pointed up, and this is the in, and I usually will mess that up at least once if I'm not. That's probably a better way to do that, but that's okay. They're going to take all that rock out. We'll have to replace it. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no researcher assigned. That's okay. That's okay. I know. We don't have a researcher for that. That's fine. We might, though. We might hear soon. This one wants to be a rocket pilot, so sounds like we're going to make Steve the researcher now, at least for the time being. When you give them skills that they don't like or they don't have a passion for, their stress goes up. and that becomes a pain in the neck when, oh, really, they just tore that out and not, okay. It's a little strange, but sure. It's not a huge impact on their stress, like, immediately, but I think it is over time. It'd be kind of a pain in the neck. Oh, so we got our filter. I don't have the metal for it. I need more metal ore. We'll get there eventually. But this filter basically sits, well, usually how I use it, it'll sit right here. It's got an in and out and then another out for the filtered medium. So if I put the filter here and I set it for salt water, it'll pick up the salt water. It's questionable how well it does because it's kind of a pain in the ass. And it'll move that salt water, in a different direction. If I have a desalinator to pull the salt out of it, then I can get fresh water back out of it, stuff like that. It gets very complex. There's a lot of systems. There's a lot of, if you look at the research tree, like this is all, the research tree is massive. A lot of these got added in the DLCs that came out later. I haven't really gotten much into any of them at all, just because I'm not good at this game. I really enjoy this game. I'm just bad at it. So I'm gonna let them do their research. They're maintaining everything here. They're still working on the pipes down there. That's fine. They're going to be consistently working on that. We need to probably get into up here for the copper. Although I think I'd rather go this way just because there's more algae, but there's a lot less copper, so that kind of sucks. Another thing you need to watch out for when you're building stuff, if I come in here, I can't do it here, but if I come to, say, storage bin, you can select the raw material that you're going to build it out of, and there's different perks and benefits for that. So like this adds more decor, but it also adds more to the overheat temperature. That's not really a thing I care too much about with the storage bin, but like the granite can make it offset the decor impact that it has. You can't climb onto the desk, Moose. You're not coming underneath my desk. You're too big for that. When we first got him, he was small enough to literally sit on my desk. And he would while I worked. And all of my coworkers loved it, and they wanted updates on him. And now he's big as a house, and he still thinks he's going to climb underneath my desk. But he cannot. No, just because I'm talking about you does not mean come visit. He's such a moose. Now he's got to be over here behind me because he can smell things. Uh-oh. Oh, she was getting oxygen over here. Having to take a breather. That's not good. We really need that metal, though. We might just have to bite the bullet literally. And this is all going to get replaced eventually. That's going to get replaced. That. Everything else looks like that's going to go right there. I always like to try to look and figure out where the sand is, because if you don't give them the order to build it, they won't do it. And they'll just get stuck there and then die. And it's not that big of a deal right now. Obviously I don't want my people to suffer, but they are video game characters. It is what it is. Take your ethics elsewhere. But if you've spent enough time in this game and you've really built up, some great dupes with some, pretty impressive abilities, and then they get stuck and die doing just the stupidest thing, it's very frustrating. It is very frustrating. It's not like kids that will, figure something out even if it's, not what you wanted them to do. Kids will usually try their best. These dupes do not. They literally just sit there and die.